Hey all, Binks here. Mill has been a staple archetype in so many different card games. It originated from a card called Millstone in Magic the Gathering, and the basic concept of Mill is you want to destroy your opponent's cards, so over the long term of a game, you are deleting their resources, having enough resources, and there's different ways to like deck your opponent where they actually start taking damage or lose the game in certain cases. And Mill has been played a lot in Marvel Snap, and I think the concept of milling cards in Marvel Snap is terrible. It is a 6-turn game. You can make it a 7-turn game with Magic as long as your opponent doesn't turn it off. But you have to get 4 cards discarded to even cost them 1 draw on the final turn. So in my opinion, I think that Mill has always been a terrible strategy, but there has been a community member who found a way to make Mill good. This is Elephant Fudge, who had an outstanding performance in the Golden Gauntlet 2 with a deck that I call Millless Mill. So all the Mill decks that have been popular and very strong over time have kind of had the concept of this deck where you are kind of playing a control game plan, destroying your opponent's cards. You used to be able to do that with things like Yondu before it switched to Banish, or things like Gladiator to kind of like pop and destroy their cards. And then you'd like make a death stronger. You'd use things like Shang-Chi and Killmonger to control, and then you'd have like kind of a big burst turn at the final turn. And this deck takes all of those concepts and cuts the milling, which I think it just barely does anything in Marvel Snap. All it does is it makes you feel good because your opponent draws your cards. If you're on the other side of Mill, sometimes you feel bad. I never feel bad because they're just thinning my deck for me. But they made a very, very cool version that takes the aspect of what made Mill strong and removing what I find to be the weakest part of the deck, which is the actual Mill package. Now, I did make a couple of augmentations to this deck. The original version had Merlin and Copycat in space of Fenris Wolf and Negasonic. I think Copycat is really bad right now with everyone playing Nightmare. I started with the original build and I copycatted, I think, like a Cole Obsidian and a Infinite in like the first 2 games. I'm like, okay, we just can't do that. So we kind of built in this Negasonic Fenris Wolf package to just get more destroy triggers from our death, pop really, really powerful cards from our opponents, and then be able to re-summon them on our side. Very, very strong and very solid deck right now. I did run this during the Shuri's Lab hot locations, so the Shadow King and the Shang-Chi were extra juicy for it, but I think that you can run this pretty much whenever. It just works as a control deck that has kind of like some burst finishers with like getting good Iron Patriots or getting a cheap death. Luna Snow has really great synergy with death. Very often both ice cubes will die and trigger 2 discounts on death, which is really, really great. Then we have Misery to destroy our own powerful cards and things like Hood, Surge, and sometimes even like Shadow King and Killmonger if we use them early, or even Iron Patriot to just like get another Iron Patriot trigger in a lane and try and get more powerful resources. We have Surge here to just make sure that the deck keeps running smoothly. And then we have like Lady Deathstrike to top end and destroy some very annoying cards. Overall, the deck went great. We had like a 58% win rate. We won a bunch of cubes, and it's just really competitive, very solid deck. So if you've always kind of liked Mill, but you're like me and you don't like the actual like Mill aspect of it, this deck is absolutely for you. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Check down below, make sure you subscribe. Catch you live at twitch.tv/Banks_plays. Enjoy. You peace. I have nothing to do with my energy right now. It is kind of a problem. Guess we just get Merlin down. Oh, the misery. I want to try and get Prio. That's fine. What do you do? Regular menu. Or regular crossbones. Maybe I shouldn't have played the demon out. Not quite sure. We did not manage to get Prio. I think we just ripped the LDS. Shang-Chi easy win. Usually, yeah. Usually, yeah. Yeah, usually, yeah. Not always, but usually. Six drops. So what we can do, is kind of novel, is go Shang, Force it left and right. We could have like an Alioth or something like that, but there's not really anything we can do if that's the case. But this will force it right, so it should win us left and right. Cosmotech, I mean, they played Nightmare and Sauron, so like them having Cosmo still would be kind of ludicrous. Could happen. They could have like Infinite Alioth, I don't know.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
It would really suck if those cards existed and weren't all dead. This would be a real fucking hard game to win, I would say. That would make it real tough to get a W. Poor guy hit the nuts? Bro doesn't even have any power. What do you mean he hit the nuts? Bro's got no freaking power, bro. I don't know if they're gonna like that Nux, but that's okay. This means our Killmonger's probably pretty bad. How we doing today? We're good, man. The other problem with like just saving the Giganto for the end is I could just beat it on points, right? Like there's just definitely a chance I could just beat it on points, and then it just kind of sucks. Hold cam for arrows? I did.
I want the throne.
I'd rather just take an IP left now. The surge forces them to potentially play left when they don't want to. And now it's a Galactus game, it would appear. That would appear it's a Galactus game. Good card, man. My headphones died. Can't fucking hear shit. Fenris, please? I don't even know if we'll need Fenris. Am I crazy? I'm sorry, what? They were playing around Shang? Pretty based? Still have Negasonic in the deck. Probably gonna Jiggy final turn. Could just pass. Could just Fenris. This Fenris seems good. Their deck is a Black Swan, Falcon, Rocket deck. Can they run, like, Cosmo and shit? I just can't imagine that they can. I mean, they could, but... yeah.
Power must be controlled.
They dodged the first Shang. But we held strong, brothers. We held strong. Yeah, Red Guardian could have been an issue. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, potentially they could have Red Guardian me there. And then still lost because the 16 power loss is too much. But they could have done it. This is true. They could have done this. Please give me a card that can fill. Thank you. The problem is I need Killmonger then to clear up left. Am I okay with that? Will also kill my demon. Yeah, who cares? 3 energy is a lot. Well, I think then. Forming and contrary is a matter of perspective. So true and based. I mean, this is a really hard choice, but I guess we just fucking fill and get our energy and
Wind, aid my hand.
figure it out later, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm playing Storm for no reason. It's very confusing to me. You get the Skillmonger. Is nice. You just kill all their shit. Probably helps. Yeah, killing all their stuff is good. We could have Ultron, which wins right, notably.
I want the throne.
The most obvious Ultron setup doesn't exist. I mean, they just lose if they play it anywhere, so I don't know why they would ever do it. We could get Dazzler, Squirrel Girl, or Storm. Storm. I guess we should beat Shang here. I know I have Prio. But if I play a card that can get shanged and they shang, then it kills that card. Shang does not get shanged, notably.
Victory.
Nice. All the pieces of the puzzle working together. I activated. I feel like if I was the opponent, I would be very annoyed by the sandbar. Perhaps they don't care. I would be annoyed by it. Oh, that's right. Ah, it's 34 card Monte.
I want the throne.
Wait, I would still be upset about the sandbar, no?
Rest in peace.
Really don't want to play this without priority, man. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. They still have to use a card to pop it. Is the thing. Created cards costing too much. Bitch. The never before seen Sabretooth.
Impressive.
Sabretooth fucking destroyer combo. Gonna be the death of all of us. We are behind on points. probably keeps us behind on points, I would imagine. Then we can Shadow-King some stuff. It's the last turn. That's the thing. The thing is, it's the last turn. Thank you. That would have been a fucking disaster, eh? Don't die. Don't die, Death. I know it's your name. Gosh!
Victory.
Thank you for telling me it's the last turn, chat. That one goes out to you. In Misery, we lose a draw. Dude, the Merlin's actually been a bit annoying in working with draws. Maybe we just get rid of them. We could just Killmonger this turn. I don't love it. And then his presence here, maybe? Fine. Good hit.
I want the throne.
Impressive.
Maybe I should have kept the presence. I also need to fill left eventually, right? We do have Prio here. We have to fill left. I guess after the surge we can polymorph it is fine. Oh, we have Prio. Wait, we should be taking advantage of Prio, I think. And turning this off, maybe? I don't have a clean way to do it, though. Really skunking out here. Like, once in Future All would have been really nice there. Okay. The problem now is Soulstone, right? Because they Soulstone. I mean, I just can't do anything against that. We need to put a card left to get points left. A necessity. Ugh, man, this is terrible. I think it's the best I got. I hate it.
Power must be controlled.
Rest in peace.
That'll work.
Victory.
Yeah, we'll just take a really clean Misery, I think. Opponent plays pass, pass, pass. I would argue probably not what they want.
Snap.
Or they could just play negative, I guess, but then, like, how do they even get value out of it? Plus, I'm getting Merlin down, so if they try and just do magic or something, we'll be fine. Like, if they negative this turn and try and magic next turn, they're still just kind of out of time. And they can't even magic in Jane Foster, or negative in Jane Foster, really, because their hand is full. Also, negative is really bad into Shuri's Lap, I feel.
Rest in peace.
Okay. We could just rip the death left. Certainly allowed. I think I like LDS right, though, to get death really cheap. And do we polymorph the Surge? Yeah. Never know what you're gonna get type shit. This is Galactus left, I'm gonna scream.
Impressive. Rest in peace.
It makes so much sense it would be Galactus left too. Okay. That's fine. That's completely fine. We literally just Shadow King it. Like 24. But also Shang and Shadow King it. But that seems stupid, right? That seems stupid. Not do something that's stupid. We also have Prio, so we can turn off Omniversal. We can turn this off. And so it's just going to be 6s that they get. The 2 6s here isn't that bad. 2 6s here isn't that bad. So I kind of like pick your poison where you play this. I guess right makes the most sense. I already snapped, so we're just chilling. Wow, you almost won a lane. That's pretty good.
Victory.
The problem with doing Shang-Chi and then trying to Shadow King is that they still have an 18 power one that they could pop, so I think you just Shadow King it. Next turn's probably like Fenris Killmonger? Try to wager. No, you're fine, Momentum. It's a very valid question. I hope I gave you a very valid response. They're gonna have a hell of a time getting on Mojo World, man. I don't think that pet mansion is real. Ah, the Lady District didn't work. You punk. They haven't played left, notably. But they don't really have to play left. They can just move cards around it.
I want the throne.
The throne thing. Nightmare on 5, I tell you what, brother, never fucking feels good. And I have played that a lot. That was actually a really good play. Okay, there's literally no feasible way they ever play for middle. There's no universe they play like all 4 of their cards middle. That would be crazy. I think they play simple, to be honest with you. Yeah. I didn't activate. Doesn't matter, hopefully. Didn't matter. Okay.
Victory.
Tactical non-activation. I would just do this in an LDS middle. Then push death right. Probably fine. The fuck? Yeah, I think LDS middle is going to be pretty good. Spitballing. Yeah, I probably should have snapped this. Come on, don't get the most annoying shots of all time. Oh, they have 1 card in hand. Ah, the Angela. Yeah, it was probably the Angela trigger that I missed. There you go. I was just snapped earlier. Certainly an argument for it.
Victory.
I was just a little scared if I snapped earlier, they would maybe have a counter to it. That's a nasty LDS though, I tell you what.
Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe. Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe.